All right, Shabbat Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites who come in and week out to prophesy the downfall of Babylon the Great, also known as America. All right, and this place is spiraling out of control real quick, and this devil is coming down with great wrath. All right, so we're out here to wake up our people before it's too late. Our people consist of the Negroes, Latinos, Native American, Seminole Indians, all right? And because this devil, okay, who is Esau, the Edomites, the nation of Edom, your enemies, they have but a short time to try to exterminate you, okay, before their kingdom comes to an end. They're trying to prolong their kingdom for as long as they can, all right? Because we got next, if you will. When I say we, I'm talking about the nation of Israel. The Israelites are going to be in rulership in the kingdom of heaven, and this devil is trying to prevent that, all right? So what we're doing is we come out here to wake up our people to their true nationality. All right, the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel, to get you to repent, all right, acknowledge your offense, and then pray for forgiveness, all right, come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments in this handbook that belongs to you, which is the Bible, all right, and we're here to wake up the elect of Israel, all right, which they're going to wake up anyway. And we're out here, why? Not to gain converts, but to perform our reasonable service, right? To show that we are of the elect because we were commanded to come out here and do this anyway, all right? And here we are. So with that, you say all praises due to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahushai, Bahashim Rakah Kodash. All right, double honors to our elder apostles of GMS, and including those that came before them that taught us this truth. And Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity. All right, and yes, today is the Shabbat. All right, so what's going on and what is so important right now is that we measure the time, okay? We're watchmen on the wall out here, letting you know how close we are to the destruction of this place, because the Most High, whose name is Yahweh, and his Son, whose name is Yahweh Shai, right, have purpose. Their purpose is to place us where we belong. All right, to place us where we belong in the hierarchy of things, right, which is the kingdom that is coming, all right? One kingdom is passing away, one kingdom is coming in. We're the ones coming in. And I see you passing by over there, Shelby. Something must be wrong in paradise over there. What you doing coming by here? Anyway, I pray that the spirit doesn't switch up and make this camp about you. All right, anyway, so what's going on right now, right, in the world today that is of utmost importance is they got to get that needle in you. All right? Some of us, we're not having it. All right? Even Esau. There's a large contingent of Esau that is like, nope, we ain't doing it. And what's going on with that is the Most High is using Esau to fuck up Esau's plan. All right? Let's get that. because their true target is the children of Israel, and even more so than that, the elect. They're after us, all right? Esau is after us to take us down. But what's happening is these Idumeans are like this. No, we're not going to put a mask back on. You're not going to lock this place. If you lock this motherfucker down again, all hell is going to break loose. Not from Jake. Jake is a quiet man dwelling in tents. Jake will sit there and, he's damn near a homeborn slave. But he's not going to rise up just because you put some sanctions on his ass. But this devil is like this. No, we're not having it again. We're not going to do that. All right? So what we're going to see here is it's going to get real bad. It's going to get real bad out here. Because this devil, like in places like Portland or the larger Oregon, if you will, Seattle or Washington, if you will, Arizona, these Idumeans are like this. Nope, we're not doing it again. And there's a push right now. There's a big push to lock this place down again, all right, to get the unmaxed, okay? The unmaxed are suddenly the boogeyman out here, all right? Here come these goddamn workers. Yep, here they come. Anyway, so this is Isaiah 19:1. The burden of Egypt. Now, you got to know that America is also known as Egypt in these scriptures. Okay? This place is spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, pursuant to Revelation 11:8. Let's get it real quick. Revelation 11:8, and their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt, where also our Lord was crucified. All right, so America is known spiritually as Egypt. All right, so when you read Isaiah 19 from the top, it says, the burden of Egypt during this time right now is speaking of America. Where does it say America in the Bible? Well, because you're not spiritual. All right? So right now, all right, by the process of elimination and understanding of the scriptures, all right, Egypt is speaking of America, not ancient Egypt, not the land of Egypt on the continent of what they call Africa, the land of Ham. All right. So anyway, the burden of Egypt. This is Isaiah 19:1. Behold, the Lord rideth upon a swift cloud, and shall come into Egypt. That swift cloud is talking about what the world ignorantly calls a UFO. All right? And he's coming into Egypt. For what? the Lord hath a controversy with America, the bitter. All right? He's got some blood to shed to cleanse the land here. All right? So let's continue. And the idols of Egypt shall be moved at his presence, and the heart of Egypt shall melt in the midst of it. When them nuclear missiles come here, right, and explode, this place is going to be on fire. All right? Isaiah 19:2, and I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. That's what we're getting to, all right? What is about to happen right here in Babylon the Great, Egypt, America, all right? The Most High is going to set the Americans fighting against the Americans. Why? Because these took the shot, these didn't take the shot. They're going to point fingers at each other and go to war. All right? The ones that didn't take it are going to be demonized in the greatest way. On my way over here right now, I'm listening to the nightly news, whatever they call it, mainstream media, and all they can talk about is the people that didn't take this shot, okay? They're the problem. And they're going to keep demonizing and keep demonizing until they're knocking at your door, hunting you down, and throwing you into camps. That is their goal. This is Revelation 2:10. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful until death, and I will give thee a crown of life. Some of us aren't going to make it out of that situation. Okay? This devil has everything in place. He's got his concentration camps. He's got his campaign. We're in phase 2 of his campaign. And his intention is to get that needle in your arm. Not once, not twice, but continuously. You're going to have to acquiesce to this devil's plan. All right? And if you don't, he wants to do away with you. If you're not going to play ball, he's going to off you. He'll put you in prison, like it said, and you got to be faithful until death. All right? You got to count the cost right now and understand what is about to take the world by storm. All right? The demonization of the men of the Lord. Slack. Funny. Anyway, so here we are. All right. So don't worry about what's going to happen. All right? Be thou faithful until death. Is what it is. Be faithful until death. Mass death is coming no matter what. You might as well be on the right side of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right? No matter what. Doesn't matter rich or poor, free or bond. What is the end game? The end game for this devil is Revelation 13 and 16. All right? Because after this campaign, with this shot, then is that injection of this chip. All right? That's his real goal. And this first phase, which is the inoculation, all right, that's to prepare you, to get you on track, if you will. All right? And his time is short, so they're going to start steamrolling. All right? Where we at? Yeah, so they're coming. All right? They're coming at you. But at the same time, see, you got to be faithful until death. First of all, know this. Ain't no plague coming near you. And I'm speaking to the hopeful elect, the men of the Lord. No plague is coming nigh thy dwelling. This is the good news for us, all right? So we're going to go back and forth. Psalm 91 and 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My power, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler, and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings thou shalt trust. Salah. Under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler. All right? This is what is important in these days right now. To have Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah on your side, and your faith has to be enormous. 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. All right? Hey, great destruction is coming to Babylon the Great, also known as Egypt and America, same place. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked, because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling, for He shall give His angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. All right, so here we are, right, in the evil time. But evil is not going to come near you, all right, because the angels are with us. angels are encamped around us, watching over us, protecting us. All right? So you don't need no mask, and there's not a bunch of people piling up at any hospital, people dying from a variant and all of that. That's bullshit. All right? That's this devil creating a scenario so he can come and get you. All right? And you're going to have to fight. Right? And when I say fight, I mean avoid that devil. Not a physical fight, a spiritual fight. All right? The handbook, right? The Most High is going to tell you to go left. You're going to think to go right. Most High says go left right here. And you're going to do it. And he's going to keep you safe through these perilous times. Perilous times are here. All right? Real quick, let me go back to this. Once again, this is Psalm 91. I'm going to start at 9 again. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, thy habitation, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Well, we've got a couple of plagues. We got CV. We got this devil running at you with a needle. And you got them missiles coming. All right? So, hey, we're surrounded by evil. And that's when that psalm comes in, right? Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. Why? Because the Most High got us. All right? And we're not about to turn back. All right? Lord willing. All right? Second Corinthians 2:11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. All right? We know exactly what this devil is up to. Why? Because we're watchmen. How are the things of Esau sought up? Let's get it. Searched out. Well, we're looking at this devil. We got our eye on him, just like he's watching us. This devil is watching us close. And we're watching him closer. He thinks he's slick. Obadiah 1:6. How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? Hey, we're on your ass, Esau. We're watching you as closely as you're watching us. 2 Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. So, hey, we're watching you diligently all day, every day. We know who the devil is now. All right? But we got our eye on you. We don't turn our back on you. We're waiting for you to strike like the viper that you are. All right? We're being commanded by Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai to keep our eyes single. Right? Straight to the kingdom. How do we do that? We prevent you from taking us down. All right? We have the help and the security, right? We got security guards of the highest order, okay? The angels. The angels are with us. Second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. We know by the things that are going on that have been told to us, starting with the elder apostles of GMS on down, okay, that these things are signaling the end. And that the Most High is about to destroy greatly. All right? And here's how we know. It starts with the elder apostles of GMS on down. Because they're the ones that are pushing the chip while everybody else says that we're crazy. And we can see the chip. We can match it. Okay? Hey, when this scamdemic happened, everything kicked into high gear. Like, uh-oh, here we go. They're doing their end run. They're starting here to get back here, right, to their true plan, which is I could pull out my phone. See, this stops everybody in their tracks. Oh, yeah, whatever. Hey, get your phone out. And what's that NFC tag reader? What's that? Is that your imagination? Is that to ensure that you don't, if you get lost, that they can find you? You fucking dumbass. All right? Is that what that is? No, stupid. This devil has got his high witchcraft jumping off right now. He perfected his little experiment, scientific experiment. Now he's foisting it on everybody, but his true target is the elect of Israel, because he knows that's the only thing that can stop him. And we already know that this has already happened. We're just playing it out. All right? The devil already lost. It's just we're waiting for the elect to be revealed. Then shall they know who are the Most High's chosen. Okay? What are some of the signs? Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Hey, your boy Dabu 7, like yesterday, went into all the little earthquakes right there what is it, Montana or Idaho, wherever Yellowstone is, he goes into how many earthquakes are just jumping off in that one area. All right? There's earthquakes everywhere. There's uproars of the people everywhere. Cuba, Haiti, South America, Slovakia, South Africa, Nigeria. People are being starved out. Sanctions, embargoes. That's been going on in Cuba for how long? They're still driving cars from the 50s because that's all they got. The end is so clear for whoever is looking, right? You got people that they don't want to hear that. Those are the ones that are going to catch the most hell. You got your head in the sand like an ostrich, really you don't have a chance. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of, we're seeing that now. I did a lesson on it yesterday because the Spirit was there. The Spirit said, just do it on all these people gathering in the street, right? And this, all it's been going on for years. Nigga, it's going on now. At a very high rate. Okay? Buildings falling, right? People dying. What's going on in Europe right now with all that water? We already know that the Most High is not going to flood the earth, but some motherfuckers are getting their asses flooded. Right up here in Mariposa, motherfuckers are getting burned the fuck up out there. All them Klansmen, you catching hell up there right now. And that ain't going nowhere. It's going to increase exponentially. All right? Hey, we're just coming into fire season here in what they call, they used to call it Mexico, right? Now they call it California, Califas, whatever you want to call it. It's all stolen land. Hey, this place got to be cleansed. They're talking about more fires going to Paradise. Okay? That place got burned out, exterminated, if you will. Now they're talking about burning it up again. Could it happen again? Hey, if it was the devil that did it, he can do it again. If it was the Most High that did it, he can certainly do it again. Guess what? This whole land is going to burn with nuclear fire and be turned to glass. The elements are going to melt with fervent heat. So yeah, it's going to happen again. All right. Get some more meat. Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world hath a beginning, and the end, and an end, and the end is manifest. It's already set in stone. All right? Our job is to be able to see it coming and be prepared for when it gets here. All right? What end? To what end is it for you? Right? Second Ezra 6:6. Then did I consider these things, and they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. We're talking about the end. The end of what? The end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Okay? Then answered I and said, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or what shall be the end of the first and the beginning of it that followeth? We're talking about the end of the world, this world, Esau's world, and the beginning of Jacob's world, wherein we're going to be in rulership. They call it the kingdom of heaven. All right? Now it's going to give you the understanding of what the hell is going on right now. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. All right? So there it is. What we're looking at is this devil's downfall. And it has to go down, first of all, with a war. A war has to happen. All right? War is going down as we speak. Cyber warfare, asymmetric warfare. All right? This war is going to be different from any war in recent history. We don't know what happened, what caused Atlantis, what was Esau, what was the spirit of evil doing back then? All right? What caused all of that? Well, what's going on now is this devil is in rulership. He don't want to give up his throne, so he has to be thrown down through war. So the Most High is gathering all of the armies of all nations down into the Middle East so that he can run that ambush on them. All right? Out of nowhere, the Most High gonna crack that sky, right? As they say. And the angels are gonna subdue, completely annihilate all of those armies. And then once these nations have no protection, it will be easy to subdue them. Put them in slavery, right? For what they did to the children of Israel. Here's what's going down. Nobody can stop it. It's a done deal. Really. All right? And the extraction. Wisdom of Solomon 5:1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him and made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled with terrible fear, and shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation, so far beyond all that they looked for. All of these things are going to happen in a short time from now. All right? We're so close, it's at the door and it's knocking. The door handle is being twisted right now. Salaki. Yeah, they're knocking on the door right now, and literally, all right? They're sending out the goon squad. They understand their demise is so near that they gotta resort to desperate measures. Check this camera. Yep. They gotta resort. And we know it's coming. We understand that it's coming. And you can see these false prophets too. All right? A brother did a beautiful, I think it was Las Vegas sit-downs. He did a beautiful lesson on these false prophets are going to be flushed out. And you know that their spirit ain't right. They're about to be flushed out here. And I can see it already. I'm looking at it right now. I'll try to stay up off of it. And if the same scriptures are coming out, that's called the Spirit. We're not out here speaking our words. The Spirit is on us to bring these things out. This is the time that we're in. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right? We are in the time of Jacob's trouble. Now. All right? Sharmnawa, Haishai Hashal, Nasyawam, Thawada, Thamyad. All right? We're in that time right now. You got to say a prayer to be able to get through the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is upon us. All right? It's all coming to a head. And we see the signs. The false prophets being exposed is a sign. All right? The high-minded, I want to be somebody in the truth. False prophets are being exposed left and right. And I see you clearly. I see something happen. And I mean, when you've been doing this long and you understand how the Most High works, you understand how the Spirit works, you can, you see in the Spirit what is going on, right? You see that the Most High is destroying people. All right, for the wickedness that you out there doing, you think you're hiding from and your actions. The Most High got you doing shit, right? That it's totally exposing you. You're exposed to this day. This is 2 Corinthians 4:1. Therefore, seeing we have this ministry, as we have received mercy, we faint not. Okay? Hold fast to that which thou hast. All right? What is that? The commandments, one of which is to honor your father. One of which is to rise up before the hoary head and honor the old man. But when you refuse to do that, you're not holding fast to what you learned, or maybe you never learned it. But then, here it is, you're being reproved. You're like this, I'll have none of that reproof. And here we are. Why are you alone right now? Where's your mighty camp at? Okay? You left your post already? You're back over here building on another man's foundation? Can't even see that. You left this post, right, to go conduct your wonder camp that you're the head of. All right? Where's your fruit? But have renounced the hidden things of dishonesty, not walking in craftiness, nor handling the word of the Most High deceitfully. Wow. But by manifestation of the truth, commending ourselves to every man's conscience in the sight of the Most High. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest the light of the glorious gospel of Mashiach, who is the image of the Most High, should shine unto them. So, hey, you don't really believe. This is just a game to you. It's just a game to you. You want to form a gang, and if I won't be in your gang, then I'm out of the truth. Where did that come from? That's strong delusion right there. That's murderous. I see murderers. Using the word deceitfully. That's got to be humbling. I see you. His first Corinthians 10 and 13. There hath no temptation taken you, but such as is common to man. But the Most High is faithful, who will not suffer you to be tempted above that ye are able, but will with the temptation also make a way to escape, that ye may be able to bear it. Well, I see that that's true, because I did escape, right? That folly, right? I escaped that folly. That's like being with a woman who is wicked as hell, all right? If you're righteous, the Most High will take you away from that wicked, filthy, unrighteous situation, all right? Then you go get with somebody else, and that's going to fail too, right? Why? Because you're wicked. Ain't nothing, I mean, you're out of order. This thing requires order. All right? Let everything be done, right, in decency and in order. All right, I'm paraphrasing. But you're not decent. You're not in order. If that was of the Most High, then you wouldn't be alone right now. All right? You would be at your post. Your post is not here. You know I'm going to be right here. Like the day we met. You know it. Or you're hoping, you thought you killed me. That didn't happen. So, they're finna knock on your door, all right? They're finna demonize those that refuse to go along with this bullshit. Those of us that can see right through it. First of all, you're supposed to be able to decide whether you want to participate, right, in something that's clearly not tried and true. It's some bullshit. We can see right through it. See, that's the problem. When you have eyes to see and ears to hear, which equates to understanding, all right? We have understanding. We know that you're the devil. We know that you hath but a short time. We know that you want to kill us, right? We know it. No longer can you run that old wicked game that you've been prospering in for so long now. Isaiah 10:1, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Like, if you don't, right, and I'm talking about Esau and everybody, when they mandate this shot, they're real close to mandating it, okay? But here in the truth, you got people rising up talking about, I had a dream, and now you all got to come under my rulership. I'm the leader, right? And if you don't fall down and do what I tell you to do, then you're out of the truth. Isaiah 10:1, woe, which means destruction. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees. Hear ye, the Grand Poobah has spoken. I'm the leader, and if you don't follow me, then you're out of the truth. Why? Where's your people at? Oh, you just didn't go down there this time? So you're back here? It vexes me to even see after what you did. But don't worry, all is forgiven. All right? And you know what? You're right, we ain't brothers. Just like your brother said, we ain't brothers. Not after all you've done. Right? And that right grievousness which they have prescribed. If you don't follow me, you're not in the truth. What? Where's that in the scripture? To turn aside the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey and that they may rob the fatherless. Okay? So, this devil is going to continue to make new laws, right, that benefit him and nobody else, that allow him to put you to death, right? But guess what? The Most High is going to deliver his elect. All right? Let me go back. Let's go back to Jeremiah 30. Jeremiah 30:7. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. All right? Who is he? He is Jacob. Jacob is Israel, but is it all Israel? Okay? No. He is talking about the elect. The elect is going to be saved. Revelation 11. And 13. In the same hour was there a great earthquake, and the 10th part of the city fell, and in the earthquake were slain of men 7,000, and the remnant were affrighted. Okay? Who's the remnant? The remnant are the ones that were just saved. All right? This is Revelation 11 and 12. And they heard a great voice from heaven saying unto them, Come up hither. And they ascended up to heaven in a cloud, and their enemies beheld them. There's your saving, right? That's what it means to be saved. So those that were saved are the remnant that were affrighted. They were breathing hard because of the missile situation. All right? Here's the missile situation again. Zechariah 13 and 8. And it shall come to pass that in all the land, saith the Lord, 2 parts therein shall be cut off and die, but the third shall be left therein. And I will bring the third part through the fire, which is the nuclear destruction. How's he going to bring them through? He's going to say, Come up hither. Who is the third part? The elect of Israel. And I will bring the third part through the fire, and will refine them as silver is refined, and I will try them as gold is tried. They shall call on my name, and I will hear them. I will say it is my people, and they shall say that the Lord is my power. All right? So, that's the elect being saved. Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation. When? Now. Okay? For now shall be great tribulation. We're in the time of great tribulation. And it's gonna get buck-ass wild out here. Nigga. Get the hell out of here, please. Oh, the rod is finna get you. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world to this time, no, nor ever shall be. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved because of that great fire. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. All right? Well, there's the elect. Those are the ones that are going to come up hither. Right? and be saved. So the 2/3 ain't gonna make it. The 2/3 are the ones that believe that they can sift you, right? I had a dream. Now you got to do what I say. It's just crazy. That's 2/3 behavior. This is 2/3 behavior. I'm going to correct the elders because they're going off. That's 2/3 behavior. I'm going to grow weed in my garage. Can I grow it in your garage? That's 2/3 behavior. This is Matthew 24:37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking and marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. Then two shall be in the field, the one shall be taken and the other left. Two women shall be grinding at the mill, the one shall be taken and the other left. Right? One was of the elect, the 1/3, and the other got left behind because she was a 2/3 idiot who had a dream that said, follow me or you're kicked out of here. And that's easy. The way it's looking right now, that thing came to naught. And I could be wrong. It's just an off day that the bros couldn't get together, so you come down here and build on another man's foundation. This is all cyclical. I've seen all of this before. I was right over there. I used to turn around and see you over there. Like, what is that? What's going on? Well, clearly the Most High don't want us together. Right? One of us is right and one of us is wrong. Tell you what, I'm not making that mistake again. Ever. Everything is in its place right now. Everything is where it's supposed to be. First Peter 4:17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High, and if it first begin at us, what shall be the end of them that obey not the gospel of the Most High? And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and sinner appear? You're going to get jacked up out here. The righteous in that situation right there is talking about the elect, the 1/3. All right, so they are pushing that thing, letting you know that, hey, Most High's turning up the heat everywhere. He's turning up the heat everywhere. And that time of trouble is upon us. And it's time to be delivered. Amos 9:8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, like as corn is sifted in a sieve, yet shall not the least grain fall upon the earth. All sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say, the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us. Hey, guess what? Guess what? What is sin? Sin is not keeping the commandments. There's a clear commandment. Let me get it. Who's not keeping this one? Are you keeping this commandment? Leviticus 19:32. Got to keep it. All of it. To the best of your ability. And this one is not grievous at all. Unless you're a hater. Leviticus 19:32, thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear the Most High. I am the Lord. Uh-oh, you're a sinner. You've fallen short. You're not keeping the commandments. All right? And all the sinners of my people, let's go back to Amos now. See, it's real easy. And if you had the fear of the Most High, you wouldn't be in that position. You don't fear the Most High. It's simple. Amos 9:8. Salakia. Amos 9:10. All the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. All right? You're not doing the sifting, the Most High is. Could he use you to do it? Yeah, he could. But it's got to be in righteousness. You got to be righteous. All right? If you speak not according to the words of this book, all right? Where does it say, if you don't follow me, then you're out. You're out of the truth. Well, here I am, there you are. I'm not saying that you're out of the truth. All right? But I can clearly see that something is going wrong with your grand plan, your great dream. All right? How long did that take? It didn't take long at all. Why? Because of who you learned from. That's an easy one. All right? I'm done being misled like that. Right? We'll save Philippians until the end. All right? Because it's coming. This is Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Hey, the pride is crazy out here. The level of pride is just astounding. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arrive. So it's about that proper fear. What is the whole duty of man? You don't have either one of them. Now see, the Spirit done went here. And it is what it is. You can't resist the Spirit. You got to let it do what it do. There's just too much instruction in here not to know when somebody's speaking with a forked tongue. You've had too many, I've given you too many chances. This is Acts 5:29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey the Most High rather than men. All right, so now, I don't have to do something that ain't right. Right? That's not right for me. To fall under your leadership again? So what? So we can fall apart like it appears to be right now? Looks like that thing done fell apart. And I could be wrong. But your leadership was feeble, right? What was it? 9 years ago now? It was feeble then, it's feeble now. The shit that comes out of your mouth, the shit you be saying, right? If I don't follow you, I'm out of the truth. What? No. You're supposed to have discernment in this thing. After years and years, I could look and say, no, I'm not going to do that. Okay? I'm not falling into no ditch with you. We were fine. But you got them delusions of grandeur. You want to be a rock star in the truth. Got a rock star demon on you. Ak. Bruh. All right. It's way too late. They're knocking on doors. All right. They're lining people up. Guess what? I don't want to be near you. You'll be the one telling them where I'm at. You could be the agent. I'm not no damn agent. Everybody's calling me an agent. No. Sorry. I'm not with the agent behavior. Oh, well, you were taking pictures. I was so happy to be part of a camp. Right? But every brother will utterly supplant you and say all manner of wickedness against you for Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's sake. I've learned that to be true. Hey, once this thing has happened time and time and time and time again, how many times? Well, 7, and you keep forgiving, sure. But, hey, you got to have discernment. All right? Got to have discernment in this thing. And by now, so we should be seeing that spiritual power very soon, because they're knocking on doors. We're going to see some miraculous stuff. Hey, this thing goes both ways. Here comes the devil, but here comes the Most High. All right? So when this devil makes his move, he's done. Isaiah 59:19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Who's the enemy? Well, this devil is going to come in like a flood. All right, the nation of Edom is the devil. Satan, the serpent, the great red dragon, okay? And knocking on doors and suddenly sending, your military is going to come. You're going to send out the guard. You're going to have to. You're going to go knock on some doors and get quickly rebuffed. Then you're going to redouble your efforts. You're going to say, well, we'll send out the National Guard. And that's the enemy coming in like a flood. And what's going to happen? Some of the brothers in the true brotherhood are going to be blessed with those spiritual powers and be able to thwart your whole bull rush, if you will. Right? And that day is quickly upon us. Just like the devil, right? This devil is making his move. And the Most High is patiently waiting, right? And then Just like Esau is going to rise up and say, "Oh no, oh you're sending the National Guard on me? Oh hell no!" All right, I got my gun. I'm gonna fight. Right? That's what this devil is going to say. And you'll probably try to edit that and make it about me. Here's our weapon. Our weapons are not carnal, but mighty to the pulling down of strongholds. All right? But this devil, he's gonna go out fighting. He's gonna go out shooting, blasting, because that's all he knows. That's all he's got. So do your thing, all right? Mount your posse, send out your goon squad, all right? Because we know you're coming. We know it. All right? And the Most High is leaving signs. I left some gear on my porch step, left it out there all night and half the day. It's still sitting there because there's a hedge about the house. Right? That was the sign. The sign is, hey, the Most High is protecting you and your belongings. And I'm going to do what it takes to ensure that. Dude got on a dress. I'm vexed with this place. There's wickedness everywhere you turn. All right, so that spiritual power is coming. All right. The way things are moving right now, the end is so close. Very close. All right. And that's all we want. We don't want this place to continue on. So I gotta go to work. I hate my job. Hate it. Hate having to go. Who doesn't? Right? Well, of course you got haters that hate you for what you're doing. Jealous, covetous, right? And then they're gonna make that into something. A reason to murder you and attack you. What is that? It's so late. They're knocking on door and you can't see. See, because really, you don't believe. You're not a believer. You're a non-believer. It's got to be that. You would be afraid of the Most High to be doing the shit that you're doing. The shit you be saying. Wow. Just wow. Anyway, we're about to close up, all right? This devil is doing his thing. He's making his move, all right? I'm going to get back in this truck. I'm going to go home. I'm going to listen to what I was listening to on the way down here. It's going to be more of the same. They're knocking on doors because the Unimax right? The ones that haven't done it are the problem. Let's start pointing the finger at them all the way to the point where we got to go round them up. Well, knock on the door, all right? Get the cattle trucks. That's when you're coming in like a flood. Let me read this again. Through the Spirit. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west. What does that mean? Here's what I'm going to do. So you understand. Hey, when brothers start flying and tearing shit up, it's going to take 2 seconds for you to understand, well, God did that. And I'm afraid this guy is representing Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. And he done endued him with superpowers. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and the glory from the rising of, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. All right? Hey, that's what's going to put the fear on these devils. You're going to be careful whose door you're knocking on in that day. You're going to get cold checked through the Spirit. You ain't gonna be shooting niggas in the back in that day. What is going on out here? All these dudes in dresses. I'm sore vexed at this point. There's a bunch of dudes in fucking dresses out here. Oh, now, oh, wow. All right, it's time to go. Now I just see, you talk about cross-dressing. This is crazy. Yeah, it's time to go. Look at this. It's time for me to get the hell out of here. That's the most fucking ridiculous shit I've ever seen. I see like 20 motherfuckers in red dresses. Dudes, coming this way. That shit is ridiculous. So with that, we can go ahead and close up. I gotta get the hell out of here. The book of Philippians 2:12. Wherefore, my beloved, as ye have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. All right? So with that, we're going to say all praises due to Yahweh, Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Rakah Kodash. Double honors to our elder apostles of GMS, including the elders that came before them that taught us the truth. Shabbat Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word of truth and in sincerity. Shalom. Shit is fucking ridiculous. Let's see if I can fucking try to. Look at that shit. Can you see that shit? Anyway, this shit is fucking ridiculous.